Do you know your credit score? How long has it been since you've checked it? Credit affects more aspects of your financial life than you may realize. The ability to buy the home or car that you want, to get a credit card, and even to rent an apartment. Before we go any further, I should probably give you a quick rundown of what determines your credit score. Basically, there are a few things that make up your score. The two biggies are your payment history and the amount you owe. No one will want to give you more credit if you've been late on existing payments, and no one wants to risk giving you more debt than you're able to repay. How long you've had a credit card also counts in the calculation of your score. So if you haven't gotten your first credit card yet, make it a good one. Like the one at Scott Credit Union. Do your research. It has no annual fee, a great rate, and even rewards. That way, you can plan on keeping it a long time, which is good for your credit score. Just don't get a bunch of credit cards. Trust me. Probably the most obvious reason that your credit score is important is because your score determines your ability to qualify for loans and to get better interest rates. Usually, the better your score, the better your rate. And when your rate is lower, the amount you are paying is lower. If you have a poor credit score, the interest rate you qualify for, if you qualify, will be higher, which means you will either have a higher payment or you may not be able to borrow as much. So that car you're looking for may end up being a little bit older or have less frills than you had hoped for. As far as getting a job, not all employers check your credit, but some do. If they do, they won't see your actual score, but they will see your credit report, which shows your payment history, the number of creditors you owe, and the amount of debt you have. You may wonder why an employer would care, but looking at all of that info gives them an idea of how responsible you are, and if you're missing payments and owe a lot of money, they may think that you may be too much of a risk to hire. The same goes for renting an apartment. Having a risky tenant is not any landlord's dream. The bottom line here is that your credit score plays more of a role in your financial life than you might think. Knowing your score is the first step to improving it, and checking your credit report for errors annually by going to a free site like annualcreditreport.com is a great practice too. Just like checking those batteries in your smoke detectors. I hope that helps. Be sure to check out our other videos for any of your financial questions.